alongside Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. And tonight, it's the High Flyers going up against the Union Elite.
Well, MP brings the excitement for the Union Elite, and they have an efficient scorer in Harris as well. And High Flyers are led by the vivacious Devontae Mills.
And both of these teams have done plenty well so far in club play this year.
Yeah, and that's a testament to these guys. The rosters aren't overly loaded for either team, but the Stars have done a great job of leading the way for their respective sides. I expect both of them to be putting it all out on the floor tonight.
Well, the drama setting the scene for tonight's game. It's MP going up against the team he didn't pick when he joined the club circuit.
And in there for the High Flyers, Devontae Mills and Jason Brock are the guards. Nathan O'Neill and Ben Gov are out on the wings, and it's Liam Callahan holding down the middle. And looking at Union Elite's starting lineup tonight, they've got MP and Mitch Mitchell at the guard positions, with Jake Bird and Brandon Harris manning the forward slots, and Drew Robert rounding things out at center. Coach Weber and Coach Troy both thought MP was destined for their rosters.
Well, look, he couldn't play for both of them, so at the end of the day, he had to make a business decision. No animosity, but I'm sure this team would like to prove to MP that he made the wrong choice.
And it's Harris slamming it home. Well, a big name to look out for the High Flyers is Devontae Mills. Not only a great player, but he's magnetic as a personality.
If Mills doesn't make it to the NBA, I'm sure he'll be on TV one way or another. He's got that level of personality. But he's a great lead guard that serves as the engine for his High Flyers team.
Now here's O'Neill. Mills from deep. And Harris pulls down the rebound. Now guarded by Mills. To the middle. Harris' shot is off. Here's the High Flyers. Pass to O'Neill. Mills. The High Flyers with another miss. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Out to the wing. Harris sets the pick. And he lobs it up towards the rim. And as we've mentioned earlier, a bit of a vendetta of sorts against MP in this one, albeit it's in good spirits. But in games like this, tensions can run high, especially early on.
And hopefully no one's trying to make a point and let it get out of hand here. Emotions might be elevated, but prove your point on the court with your play.
O'Neill, Bird defending, on the wing, Brock, thrown away by Mitchell. And they're running. Here's Bird. And he lays it straight in.
On the run and put in by Bird. A million things run through your mind when you're on the break. And Bird, he just makes the right choices.
Now here's Brock. Right side Mills. He's still waiting to make his first shot of the night. Now 0 for 4. To the inside. And stolen by Brock. And they're on the break. And that one's good. It's Mills.
And Mills, he's so clever in the open floor. Great job getting to the right spot and executing.
And over the course of this WCBL season, we've seen some great growth from NP.
Indeed, there's been a level of maturity that's come along with his game, not only with his footwork and his basketball IQ, but with how he really carries himself. And it's a thing of beauty when he moves the ball this well inside.
The High Flyers trailing. Their offense has stagnated.
It's been hard to watch. They need a bucket and soon.
Throws it up high. Gov right side. From deep, it's O'Neill. Harris comes down with the board.
There's no such thing as guaranteed buckets, even with a perfect three-point look.
And there's the call on Mills. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Substitution for the High Flyers.
And so Union Elite has it here. Robert, a screen. To the paint. From 12 feet out. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
The defender, a little over anxious there to Robert's benefit.
Timeout called. The High Flyers talk things over.
Substitution for Union Elite. Time call.
whistle blows. It's going to go on Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Mills. Gov. Back to Mills. Pass over to Casey. Lets it go from deep. And as always, this is a game that will feature a crowd full of scouts.
Well, to no one's surprise, MP has certainly turned some heads with his play this season. But I imagine they're also here to check out Mills and Harris. He's seen the court like a pro today.
And his teammates know it. If they stay active and find the open spot on the floor, he will find them.
Now here's Mills. Kicks it to El Madawi. Here's Casey. And here's Gov. He's covered by Harris. 2 on the clock. El Madawi misses. Union Elite lead. Bird outside. Inside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. And will shoot 2.
15 foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Number 11. 2 shots.
So 1 for 2 at the stripe that time. And here's the fast break. Outside Mills. Pass to Callahan. And here's O'Neal. Mills outside. The high flyers with another miss. And even though a lot of these players are competing against each other, odds are at some point they'll be teammates down the line.
Yeah, that's true, and it could be in the NBA or any number of leagues overseas. The fact is, not everyone's going to make it. But those who do will know each other from their experience here. Was O'Neal ready to fire there or what?
Union Elite with the ball.
2 minutes.
Now guarded by Mills. 3-pointer. Ben Gov with some nice D. Mills outside. Pass to Callahan. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Wow, I mean, and are you really surprised? That's Liam Callahan, paving his way to an inside score like it's a construction site.
Man, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them a momentum boost. They need to break this game open.
I'd hit the like button. Some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much on the finish as you can. Make a statement.
And you look at both of these teams, some great depth.
And with the amount of games that can be played in such a short period, depth is key for these teams. No surprise to see these rosters have the success they've had.
Pass now to Harris. Mitchell. Covered by Mills. And plenty of contact there on the shot, so 2 free throws are coming up. First free throw is good, so both teams changing it up here. And that's good as he hits both that time. Brock with it, looking for his first basket, still in this one. And play stops, whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
Illegal screens are some of the hardest calls officials have to make.
Yeah, it's often so close, and you could really rule it either way.
And as we've watched all of these players over the course of the season, you can see what they've really added to their individual games.
Well, the focus for each of these teams show is to try and get the most out of each one of these players. They've all improved for sure, and some more than others, but I'm extremely impressed with the strides that MP has made.
Back to O'Neal, pass to Gov. Brock outside, 4-3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here. It's Union Elite, leading by just 1. Don't move a muscle. We'll be back right after this. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the second half of this WCBL matchup featuring MP and the Union Elite going up against Devontae Mills and the High Flyers. You watch games like this one, guys, you see the skill and the talent that the up-and-coming players have today. It's quite impressive.
No question about it. Basketball is in good hands for future generations because what kids like this do on the court at such an early stage of their development, really, it's miles ahead of where we were just a few decades ago.
Off target with the 3. The high fly is leading. Pass to Mills. And it's stolen away by Robert. Now Harris. He's covered by Gov. Launches it. Hauled in by high flyers. Here's Brock. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Knocks down the triple.
His skills, they're matched by his relentlessness. He's in the middle of everything offensively.
The high flyer is trailing. Pass to Mills. Back to Brock. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Bird. This one for 3. Unable to get that one to go. Brock outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's O'Neal. Jake Bird with the defensive effort.
Nice play on D. Got that hand in his face and prevented him from getting the easy look.
Oh, exactly. He was alert and aware, reacted to the shot quickly.
And Union Elite knocked down another 3.
Oh, talk about falling asleep on defense. What were they thinking leaving him open for that 3?
Pass to Mills. Back to Brock. Screen set by Callahan. Down low. Yes! And it's Brock picking up the assist.
Absolutely great job on the screen. He removes the defender completely out of the equation.
And time called here. Union Elite. Union Elite lead.
Substitution for Union Elite.
Bird outside. Shoots it up. And once again, off the mark from Union Elite. Kicks it to El Madawi. Now here's Callahan. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 here.
From short range, Callahan nearly unstoppable. One of the biggest players at this level, signing his name on the ownership line of all paint-related properties.
Covered by Brock. To the paint. And a beautiful feed leads to the monster slam.
Almost automatic that close to the hoop.
Love the one-hand stuff, too. Looks so pretty.
So I'm going to add some points to the style point section of my notes, but that's an important bucket, too. Don't forget.
Now here's O'Neal. He's got 5. Here's Callahan. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And Union Elite with possession. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Nice D from Leon Callahan. Here's Almadawi. He has 6. There's a screen. Back to O'Neal. Shoots over Mitchell. And another miss by the High Flyers.
Maybe not the shot they were looking for, even though it was a clean look.
Out of bounds, it'll be the High Flyers ball.
Substitution for Union Elite.
And Union Elite has possession. And he's going for the oop here. Brock up top. Outside O'Neal. Mills, pass to Brock. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds, it goes to Union Elite. Union Elite with the ball. A 6-point lead. Mills with the block.
Ooh, rejected by Mills. That's a nice bonus from your playmaker.
Inside. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It's going to be on Devontae Mills.
Line for Union Elite, number 16. One shot.
And it's High Flyers with the ball. It's a 10-point game. And it's blocked by Bird.
Can you believe this? Tenacity is what I'd say. That's the best way to describe Bird on defense.
Here's Gove. That one short off the rim. Covered by Brock. Kicks it to Mitchell. Shoots from the high post. Chalk up 2 right there.
Mitchell under control nicely for the basket.
They are desperate for a score here, to say the least.
Their last score getting farther and farther away. They need to get something going.
Fires for 3. They grab their own miss. Robert. Ben Gove with some nice D. This High Flyer squad is struggling. On the wing, Brock. Bird defending. Stolen by Bird. Five to shoot. Pass to Harris. Bird. That one falls. Coming off a nice assist from Harris.
And that caps off what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
I'd like a piece of that cake if I could have it. Is that chocolate?
Brock outside. Gove. He's covered by Harris. Callahan inside. Robert on him. Here's Brock outside. Good work defensively by Mitch Mitchell. Covered by Mills. Pass now to Harris. And again, a Union Elite knockdown. On the 3.
Hey, pick that ball.
So no problem for Union Elite as they get the win.
Well, the way MP played...
Man, that move I did like.
If you could pull that off, that would be massive.
You ready, MP?
Hey, Tyson.
Welcome, everyone. It's the EYBL Showcase. We have a fantastic game full of young all-star talent from the West Coast Basketball League and the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League. I'm Joe Lamy with Danny Hogger and Drake Hugo. And guys, what a great group we have here tonight.
We've got stars from all over the country, and they're all looking to leave a lasting memory in this one. I'm sure we'll be seeing some future faces of the sport here.
As you said, Danny, the future is going to be on full display here tonight.
And scouts will be very interested in this matchup, despite it being an exhibition game. When you have this much talent gathered together on the court, the basketball world can't help but notice. Well, what a great celebration of the club leagues. The best from the WCBL getting to face the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
For the Nike EYBL All-Stars, future superstar Tyson Ice McCall has the keys to this offense, with Lack and Cologne on the wings, and Robinson and Pertumpsey locking down the paint. And representing the best of the best in the WCBL, the starting five begins with MP at the point. Devontae Mills will be the shooting guard. Carrington will keep their D busy on the wing, while Harris provides some punch at power forward, and the quiet assassin Miles Thunderstone is the anchor in the low post. Now here's McCall, 6 to shoot. Goes up on the wing, and there the EYBL All-Stars with another bucket. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor, it's sure going to be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
And this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Star games.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're the best. So that means there's going to be a lot of effort being put in on both sides of the floor.
And so he draws the foul on the shot and trip to the line to shoot 2.
I like that from Pertumpsey. Fouled in the act. He's got nice length.
Both shots are good from the stripe. This one for 3. Pertumpsey pulls it in. Cologne on the outside. Outside, McCall. It's McCall on the wing. Clock at 6. It'll be the EYBL All-Stars off the tip.
Well, what a great celebration of the club leagues. The best from the WCBL getting to face the stars of the EYBL. What more can you ask for?
Now here's McCall. Robinson sets the screen. The basket is good.
And McCall, he's so poised and close. You can't allow him to get comfortable like this.
And here's the West All-Stars. For the Nike EYBL All-Stars, future superstar Tyson Ice McCall has the keys to this offense, with Lack and Cologne on the wings, and Robinson and Pertumpsey locking down the paint. And representing the best of the best in the WCBL, the starting five begins with MP at the point. Devontae Mills will be the shooting guard. Carrington will keep their D busy on the wing, while Harris provides some punch at power forward, and the quiet assassin Miles Thunderstone is the anchor in the low post. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor, it's sure going to be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
You look at the roster of these teams, one thing that jumps out at you is the wide range of places these kids are from. You've got guys from all over the country, from major cities and rural towns that you've never even heard of.
It's one of the great things about basketball. Talent can be found anywhere in the basketball world, and this game is a great reminder of just that.
Now Harris. To the paint. Good! Carrington gets the assist.
That's what the scouts want to see from Harris. Score it inside.
Outside, Black. Cologne. Outside, McCall. Makes it off the glass.
Driving in with the ball, scooch, and exiting with 2 more points. McCall's great at dishing, so some teams will sag off, but he's got so many ways to make you pay when you guess wrong.
Pass to Harris. And he gets the bucket to go. And the big name for the Nike EYBL team is Ice McCall, currently ranked 19th in the nation on the 2K26, and for good reason.
Rarely melts down. McCall is a terrific shooter, and he can also create for others. He gives you whatever you want on the offensive end and can create as well as anyone else in his class. Ice is the guy to watch.
Now Carrington. McCall covering. Oop, and there's the alley. It's stolen away by McCall. Pushing it up. Here's Lack. And there, the EYBL All-Stars with another bucket.
No hesitation. Lack got the ball, pulled up, and immediately took a shot.
Count that one.
He's been a huge catalyst for this offense here.
The EYBL All-Stars trail. Outside, McCall. Lack jacks up a three. The shot misses. And this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Star games.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're...
Now a timeout called by EYBL.
Substitution for West All-Stars. Timeout.
Here's Leftos. And being named to one of these rosters is quite an achievement in of its own.
Yeah, we can't emphasize enough that this is the best of the best playing here. The Nike EYBL is the top circuit in the world. Everyone from there is a top prospect, and I'm sure that it'll be true for many of the players from the WCBL as well.
And again, the West miss. Dermonenko outside. McCall. Yes, and a nice assist from Vlad Dermonenko.
Well, we talk about McCall's shooting ability often, and he's just so good at cashing in from beyond the arc.
Down low. Here's Chu. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
He is attacking the heart of that defense. I love the aggressive approach.
Pass to Dermonenko. McCall, left side. Fires for three. Knocks it down from distance. And you look at that level of play and the upside for most of these players. This has been an especially gifted class that we're seeing here.
And you think back to some of the all-time great NBA draft classes. 84, 03. I mean, with all the talent we're seeing here, this class could be on those levels.
With 4 to shoot, takes the three. And the rebound goes to EYBL. To the middle, from close range. And it's in off the backboard.
This is what makes McCall such an enticing prospect. His ability to effortlessly take over games with his scoring is so impressive.
Three-pointer. It's good. His second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
The D's got to do a little better. That's a high percentage shot if they don't get right in his face.
Pass to Dermonenko. And again, it's the EYBL from deep.
Well, Lack's on his toes out there. He's focused on the movement of his teammates and looking to find the open man.
Now more. And it's stolen away by Dermonenko. McCall misses the three. It's a 5-point ball game. Mills with the look. The rebound by Leftos. Dermonenko with it. He's picked up by Chu. Pass to Lack. Back to Dermonenko. Inside. And Harris with the rejection.
The anticipation, the timing, that's a great block from Harris.
And again, the West miss. A nice shot by Lack.
Showing you the instincts he has as a passer.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Fires the three. His shot is good. Score his third basket in 6 attempts, shooting 50% from the field.
And you can't afford to go under those screens.
Yep, he will make you pay. That's a lock and trail situation all the way. 1 second left. Got it up in time, but it's no good.
And so that brings the first half to a close. The West All-Stars lead, up 6. Plenty of action still to come when we return. Thanks for joining us as we start up the second half of this exciting matchup. The best talent on display here in this one. And what a special experience this game must be for these up-and-coming stars.
I hope they're able to just take it all in and enjoy everything involved in this game. Just being here is a huge accomplishment, regardless of the outcome. This is something that'll stick with them for the rest of their lives.
And they're pushing it up. Here's Robinson, and it's blocked by Harris. They retain possession.
Want to get yourself to the line? Attack on the interior. Nice play by McCall.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for the EYBL.
And so he makes both at the line that time. The West with the lead. Screen by Stone. To the inside. And then Stone with the dunk.
This is what Stone is known for. Dominating around the rim.
Now here's McCall. He's got 16. Pass to Lack. McCall outside. Lack. Back to McCall. The tray. Stone grabs the board.
Didn't convert this time, but that's exactly the kind of look that they want.
And they'll take that shot each and every time you give it to them. More often than not, that's a made 3.
Rebounded by Perchumsky. And here's the EYBL. 6-point game. Here's Cologne. And again, it's the EYBL All-Stars missing the shot. Defended by Lack. Shot clock at 6. Right side, Harris. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
We know that Harris is a skilled finisher. He's got plenty of toughness to go along with that.
Cologne on the outside. Back to McCall. Lack. And finished off by Jonathan Lack.
Great execution using the screen.
Gets a path to the bucket. The defensive rotation just wasn't quick enough there, and he makes them pay.
I like the recognition, though. Take whatever the defense is going to give you out there.
Here's Stone. The EYBL All-Stars pull it in. And here we go. Launches the tray. And that's good. Jonathan Lack hits the 3.
Showing off his range. Lack drained it like it was nothing.
Pass to Stone. Rebounded by Perchumsky.
Credit the D there. They got their hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Yeah, stayed very tight on him. Didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off. Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Robinson get established with his positioning like that.
And the West All-Stars making a change here.
Joey Jackson. Substitution for West All-Stars.
Now Mills. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in this game from him. And again, the West miss. The EYBL All-Stars trail, and nobody would argue. McCall has been the offensive star of this one. MP simply hasn't been able to match his production.
And that's why there's been so much praise put on ice, because he brings so much to a team on the offensive end. He always shows up and shows out.
Stone! And Stone with the slam! And as accomplished as Miles Stone is on the court, you wouldn't guess that by meeting him. He's the most laid-back player you'll ever meet.
Yeah, it's funny. He's relentless out there in the post, backing guys down, dunking all over them with authority, and bringing the thunder. You talk to him off the court, and it's like Jekyll and Hyde. Just a very laid-back and chill kid.
Johnson with the bucket.
And they finally fought all the way back to even the score. We've got a whole new ballgame on our hands.
And they've got all the momentum in the world right now after that comeback. So you've got to like their chances the rest of the way.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Nice speed inside as well, looking for some good shots.
Now a timeout called by EYBL. Both teams making a change.
Substitution for West All-Stars.
And there's the foul. It's on McCall. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Defended by McCall. Here's Drew. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Boy, it is fun watching him at the control.
Just the way he creates for his teammates. Such a willing passer.
Swings it to McCall. Dermonenko. Leftos Aslanoglu in the high post. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen away. Defended by McCall. Here's Harris.
Basket
Yes,
by
sir. Get up, Brandon Harris.
And the EYBL All-Stars with possession here. They trail by 6. Aslanoglu outside. McCall. Vlad Dermonenko on the wing. The EYBL, no good that time either. Well, everything's working for them at the offensive end right now.
Yeah, good play calling and even better execution.
The three-pointer goes.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but someone is going to get an earful from coach for leaving him that wide open.
Now a timeout called by EYBL.
substitution for the EYBL All-Stars. Al Pachumsi.
And some fantastic passing for them in this one.
The ball is flying around. They look like a disciplined, well-coached team out there.
Cologne on the outside. They grab their own miss. Pachumsi, good.
That was just sheer muscle on Perchumsi's part. He simply wanted that rebound more than anyone else.
Harris sets the pick. McCall covering. There's the lob to the hoop. Pachumsi with the steal. Pass to Lack. And there, the EYBL All-Stars with another bucket.
Coming up with the biggest play of the night. Lack on the attack.
2 minutes remaining.
And Stone. He's guarded by Pachumsi.
And the offense just keeps raining down. Neither team has been able to defend consistently.
And I would expect more of that as both defenses seem to be wearing down a bit.
Now here's Lack, covered by Mills. Cologne for 3. Great D that time from Drexel Carrington. Shot clock at 6. And it's off from 3-point range. Inside, Robinson. Beautiful dime for the lay-in.
A tremendous play under extraordinary pressure. Drew Robinson settles into the moment. A clutch play with only moments remaining.
Defended by McCall. Laid in with a nice cut shot the glass.
Smart play to work the ball in close. Just easier to score from that distance.
Timeout called by the EYBL. Outside, Black. The three-pointer is off the mark. Now Carrington, guarded by Cologne. Clock at 6. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Robinson. There's a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The EYBL, no good that time either. And they can just sit on the ball here.
They've earned the win.
off the mark. So MP and the rest of the West Coast All-Stars really showcasing their talent in the win tonight.
What in...
All right, we're here with MP. MP, big win for you guys as a WCBL All-Star stun.
Turning into a really exciting season.
Whew. Hey, what's good, Tyson?
Okay. I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off.
Bonjour, it's me, MP, and I'm coming to...
And go! Let's move! Let's move! Conditioning is not optional, people. Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Move it, MP! Get your...
All right, first game coming up later today.
Look.
And a twilight view of the skyline of Paris. Good evening and welcome. We have FBSL action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Nanterre versus Paris. I'm Blake Zuniga, joined by Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We should have a fun one here.
The FBSL season is young, and so is the talent here in Paris. I'm excited to see how Benoit Lambert looks this year, as well as the newcomer, MP.
MP, the latest American to jump over and join Paris FC's roster, and not an easy transition, fellas.
No, not at all, Blake, but this is the path MP chose. And we'll find out very quickly how he stacks up against some of the best young talents that France has to offer. And a lot of great talents on the floor in this one. The big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way. He's got all types of tricks up his sleeve.
Zadirko, guarded by Lambert. Dumont on the wing. Pass to Zadirko. 6 to shoot. Off target from three-point range. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
Now, something that's interesting, you kind of think about it, is the fitness level of these players at the professional level. It's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
What fantastic communication between teammates on the alley-oop.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
It was almost telepathic.
Telepathic, I think that's a good way to describe it. Both ends of that play were fantastic. Hammering down. On the alley-oop, the veteran Elic still has some springs in those legs.
Gaultier outside. Marks for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
And Peltier, here we go. Three-pointer, Chauvet. Ahern with the rebound. Harris trailing. Outside Dumont. Screen by Elic. Outside Dumont. Pass to Elic. for three. And it's Nanterre with the rebound. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Three-pointer. Chauvet, and it's good.
Well, out here in Europe, there are no...
And so off the tip, it's Nanterre.
And a lot of great talents on the floor in this one. But the big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Peltier, no good. Chauvet covering. And stolen by Lambert. Pass to Peltier. Outside Chauvet. The basket good off the assist from Peltier. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has acclaim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
Got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Great plan.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, guys. Go hard to the bucket. Don't let them get set up on defense.
And so many of the prospects here in France dream. And so off the tip, it's Nanterre.
And a lot of great talents on the floor in this one. But the big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
You don't want to give up that kind of look off.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Oh, there's the alley! And stolen by Lambert. Pass to Marchand. Over Illich. Shot is off by Marchand. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over. And it's Paris FC basket to start out.
And a lot of great talents on the floor in this one. But the big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Zadirko can't hit.
Maybe tried to get a little too fancy on that one.
Yeah, unless the alley-oop is wide open, never a good idea to force it.
You said that right.
Marchand, defended by Illich. Marchand outside. Peltier outside.
Well, I love the hustle Dumont showed on defense there. Fantastic job of making things difficult for the shooter.
And Chauvet picks up the foul.
That's his first foul.
On defense, Nanterre.
From downtown, good on the triple.
Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has acclaim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
And so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing Les Bleus on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league, and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation.
Aaron on the wing. Chauvet covering.
6 on the shot clock. Bangs home the trifecta.
Nice job again that time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. It's something that any basketball fan will appreciate. It's just good, steady basketball they're playing in all aspects of the game right now.
Now here's Chauvet.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, it's the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
Here's Peltier. Outside Marks. Outside Chauvet. Marchand.
It's good on the putback.
Sneaking in there for some second chance points. Great hustle from Marchand.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
Pass to Elich. Ahern. Marks defending.
And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They'll turn it over.
Nanterre trailing here.
Well, something that's interesting when you kind of think about is the fitness level of these players, the professional level. It's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
Up again. The shot, no good.
Here's Elich. And Elich with the dunk.
Looks like they're going to have one of those days where they can do no wrong.
Well, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far. Stretching the lead into double digits already.
Such a hot start.
Lambert.
Sadirko defending.
Here's Bleu. Chevalier.
Right wing.
Here's Beaumarchais. Pass to Chevalier.
Switch.
With the clock winding down. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And here we see the debut of MP, a guy who made his way over from Vermont in the United States.
Yeah, I'm real interested to watch MP. He's looking to try and carve out a path to becoming a professional player, either here in Europe or back in the NBA. His agent urged him to come to France and develop his game.
Ahern on the wing.
Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game. And so the first quarter in the books.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up 9. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with...
And welcome back as we get set to start the second.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we played through the first minute here in the second.
And the ball out of play. Nanterre will have it. Nanterre with the ball.
Trailing by 10.
And for the young players like MP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. And it's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
Here's Beaumarchais. Harris grabs the miss.
To the middle.
Here's Elich.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Using his size around the rim. Elich cashing in for 2, playing big for Paris.
To the inside. And he makes good on the layup.
That's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now Paris FC basket with it.
10-point lead.
Stewart with the screen.
And he lobs it up.
And the dunk by the Stewart.
And the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming on the end of an alley-oop.
What a lob.
Man, they've got this team hanging on for dear life right now.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure. And the coach of this Paris FC team, Wayne Graves, he worked his way through the ranks. He would spend some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt. Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's.
Outside for Illich.
No good from outside.
Even with the decent coverage that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Absolutely. I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time.
The lead now in single digits.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
To the paint, picked and clean. Out to the left wing.
Here's Beaumarchais, defended by Illich. Pass to Bleu.
There's the three. Drills the three-pointer.
It could be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on it.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
Oh, and Illich with the jam. And Bogey Illich might not be the player he once was, but he can still be a factor.
When the burst he used to have is replaced by his leadership on the floor, much like his twin brother Lazar, who plays for Madrid, Illich is a guy who has found success throughout the years and knows how to win.
And the jam by Marks.
Showing just how explosive he can be. Marks with the hammer.
From deep. Drops in the tray.
Not an easy shot there. He had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, needed a little arc on that one with the size mismatch, but he did it perfectly.
Yeah, he put it up in the air a little bit more. Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
There's the lob to the hoop.
And the dunk by Vasseur.
Such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Yeah, get out of that man's way.
That's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play, though, when it's pulled off right.
Here's Beaumarchais.
5 points in the game. To the left wing. Wide open.
And again, it's Nanterre.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given moment.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 5. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. One thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Pass to Ahern. Over Marks. Ahern, no good. Nanterre trailing here. Now here's Lambert.
He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Here's Marchand. And again, it's Nanterre.
Nice work sticking it from the mid-range area. Marchand focuses on taking high percentage shots that come within the offense.
Peltier outside. Outside Chauvet. Screen by Lambert.
Shot clock at 6.
Offensive board. Peltier. Pass to Marchand. The basket good off the assist from Peltier.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Chauvet covering. Paris FC basket with another miss.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Unafraid to get into the lane and challenge that defense, Gabriel Chauvet.
It's Paris leading.
Lets it go from deep. The three-pointer is on target.
I mean, it's pretty simple at this point. They cannot afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Shot is off by Marchand.
Nice play on D. Got the hand in his face and prevented him from getting the easy look.
Exactly, Tim. He wasn't just alert, but he was aware and reacted quickly to the shot.
And that takes smarts and a lot of experience.
And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we've talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
Down low. Zadirko.
Oh, rejected by Lambert.
Inside. He lifts the block.
That's rim protection at its finest. Elitch refusing to give up the easy basket.
And Nanterre making a change here. Marks. He's covered by Ahern. And a nice shot by Beaumarchais.
And it's a tie ball game.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
And so far, we've seen MP getting the better of Lambert out there. Are you guys surprised?
Well, a lot of scouts came here to watch Lambert do his thing, but MP has been the star of the show so far. There's no denying that.
Lambert's shot is good.
Well, everybody knows that Lambert can do work outside, but what you might forget is he's got no trouble scoring inside as well.
To the inside. Zadirko. And Dave Zadirko throws it down.
He might be small for a center, but he can jump out of the building. He plays big.
Pass to Bleu. Here's Marks.
To the middle.
Lambert. And a great assist that time by Marks.
It's so nice to have someone who can take charge like he has.
They've got to be feeling good about having the ball in his hands at that end of the floor right now.
Yeah, he's just been so smooth.
And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Nanterre leading. Here's Bleu. Outside Marks.
From outside, off the mark. Got it off in time, but it's no good. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3.
And we welcome you back to Paris. The two teams are all
teams deciding to change it up. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. And good that time.
Great job to hit his teammate on the move.
And it's Paris with the ball.
6-point game. Fires the 3.
And it's Peltier with the rebound.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
For a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Lambert, guarded by Dumont. Marchand for 3.
A rebound by Zadirko.
Here's Paris.
Out to the right wing.
And another miss by Paris.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky he was off.
I hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard him, they're going to have some problems.
And it's Marshall getting it to go.
For Marshawn, these high percentage looks are so valuable. He can confidently convert on them.
Ahern, Marks defending.
The trade. The shot off that time.
I don't know if he just ran out of gas or what, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. He's got to fuel up somehow. Talk about falling asleep on defense. What were they thinking, leaving him that open from downtown?
Screen by Elich.
Down low. And nothing is falling right now for them.
Outside Chauvet. Lambert inside.
Sadirko defending.
Lambert can't get it to go.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this fourth quarter.
And stolen by Lambert.
To the right side.
Marks. Basket good off the assist from Lambert.
That just adds to what...
And it's Paris FC basket to start out.
A lot of great talent on the floor in this one, but the big man has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Pass to Elich. Now Ahern.
The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
Pass to Sadirko. Yes, it's good.
Well, just about 250 pounds, Sadirko can be a wrecking ball in close.
Marshall outside.
To the paint.
Harris grabs the miss. And here we see the debut of MP, a guy who made his way over from Vermont in the United States.
Yeah, I'm real interested to watch MP. He's looking to try and carve out a path to becoming a professional player, either here in Europe or back in the NBA. His agent urged him to come to France and develop his game.
Now here's Lambert.
Over Sadirko.
The shot by Lambert, no good.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
Marshall outside. Double team on Lambert. Pass to Marshall. Basket good off the assist from Lambert.
For Marshawn, these high percentage looks are so valuable. He can confidently convert on them.
Ahern outside.
Off target from outside.
And so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing Les Bleus on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league, and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation.
Using his size to his advantage. I like whenever Lambert captures the board.
Back to Dumal.
To the middle.
Now here's Ahern. Marks defending.
Pass to Sadirko. And the shot is good.
Crafty pass work, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
And here's Peltier. Now Now here's Chauvet.
Elbow shot, and the jumper is good.
That's the right call by Chauvet, winning that pick and roll to get room and converts.
Chauvet covering.
And the three off target.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time